Well, hello, it's Fred and Lindsey this time. The last time I was on the Cusimano Trail, I was with Chelsea, and we did the upper part of the trail. Today we're going to do L through M, and no, not L through M, L through Q. And so we're doing another section. We'll go by one of the campsites that is on this trail, and had a great time. The last time Chelsea and I were on the trail, this one looks to be a little bit hillier, so we should have some fun doing that. And we're just taking our time. Hopefully maybe be done 2.5, 3 hours. We're only going to do about 4.5 miles on this one. And it's a beautiful day. It's been foggy all morning, so the trail's a little bit damp, but the sun is just now starting to come out and starting to get clear out here a little bit. So should be a fun day to do the trail. This first little trail, we're at L right now, and this first one we're going to be going down this road and then going to section M. It's not as clear on the map that that's what's going on as what you might think. So if you get to this point, you're going to be following a road from L to M. But it's an old back road, and looks like it'll be still a beautiful view. Leaves are really starting to turn here. They're not all the way. They're probably not at peak, probably not till next week, but a whole lot better than down in Ohio right now. So here we go. We'll get back with you on the trail. Push the button. I didn't push the button and recorded and then forgot. So I do this all the time anymore. I'm getting old. That's a dad move, yeah. So we're at site M now, and this thing from L to M is basically a road, mostly dirt, a little pavement here right at the end. But now we're going to head into the woods and get to the part of the trail we like. And so here we go. So you can see with no horses or motor vehicles are allowed on this trail, which we really like. That way we don't have to dodge horse poop. And also they don't chop up the trail and then make it really wet. And as you can see, this is marked with blue blazes as well. So that's good. And Lindsey just must have hit a spider web. It's October. So, oh yeah, here we go. Already got to do some maneuvering. There we go. So as you can see, this is a bike trail, so they do a pretty good job of keeping it maintained just by running through it with the bikes all the time. But it's a nice trail. It's not one of those little ones that goes through all the woods and has stuff brushing up against you. So you can make pretty good time this way. So I love this trail. And the other section that we did with Chelsea, and looks like Lindsey and I are going to have a fun day again today, and the weather is just perfect, nice and cool. It's only about 66 right now, and the sun just came out after a morning of fog, and so just perfect. So the other trail on the north section had a tree we came by. It had a tumor almost exactly like this, almost exactly the same height. So this is just past M, and it's a tumor that grows on the tree when it's growing, and it doesn't usually kill off the tree. A lot of times a tree can do it. Just like in humans, you have benign tumors sometimes. Most of these are like that, and so kind of interesting. We're in a beautiful little, just a pretty section of the trail right here, just after, since we got on at M. It's kind of a mix between a few hemlock and spruce, and then mostly looks like some softwoods right along here. So, but beautiful, beautiful morning.
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Burnt 237 calories. Average pace 22 minutes 15 seconds per mile. Split pace 26 minutes 1 second per mile.
So we found a new mystery on the trail. here's a little bridge section between M and O, and M and N. But it looks like they were going to start over there, then they ended up over here. So I don't know if they were planning on 2 or what the deal was, but anyways, it looks safe anyways. That's a good thing. So we think maybe we have the mystery solved. On the side here, we think they put these metal bars in here so that the sides would not bend in or cave in, and it keeps those side irons level and safe. And then underneath here we have wood, and that's what's attached to it. Must be this stream gets up pretty full during the spring runoffs probably. So. Not sure if you can see that very good, but this is a bike trail, and there's a bike trail. So, yeah, not too old. Here's a big old tree that came down. Notice the roots aren't very deep, they're more horizontal. That's why I blew down. Some trees don't make very deep roots. They make them kind of wide and horizontal, and when they're in stands with each other, the roots from the other trees help hold it. But because this trail's here, probably some of those roots got damaged, and so that's why it wasn't as strong and why it probably blew over. So we have gotten to the campsite near Site N, I think it is. And what a beautiful little campsite. We've got a shelter here, really nice shelter. We've got picnic tables and a fire ring. And then if you look over there, there's a whole nother shelter. Same thing. And then now this says it's Panama Campsite for Chautauqua County Parks. If you look back in there, that's where the latrine is, and they don't want you to cut live trees. A little sign up there. It's kind of funny, it's so high up there you can almost not see it. So, and each campsite on this trail has a water pump as well, which is really nice if you're backpacking it. These campsites are about a third of the way from the ends of the trail. So if you start at the northern end, you can go about a third of the way, about 8 miles or so, and there'll be a campsite. Go another third and you come to this campsite, and then another third and you're done with the trail. So, but a beautiful little pond here. It certainly looks like it was man-made, because it's all cleared out. There's no trees here, it doesn't look like. Maybe there might have been some low area stuff here or something, I don't know. But from the looks of the bank around it, looks like it was made. And boy, what a beautiful little site. So we're going to take a little break here and eat some snacks and just enjoy the morning.
See, the thing is, they should have told us that on the other side, because we just came up the steep hill. So, thanks a lot.
Whoa. Yeah, this is.
I told you. That is scary.
On this particular one, you want to stay over the beams, because a lot of that wood is rotten. Yeah. Most of the bridges are in pretty good shape here, but that's pretty bad right there.
Just be
For
careful.
Lindsey, it's not too bad, but for me, or if somebody's riding a bike and they hit it pretty hard, that could kind of mess you up.
Just watch out for that hole right there.
I'm sure there are people that do maintenance on this. I should try to get I think I'm going to try to get a hold of who does that, and maybe in the summer I can come up and help do some of that. I know
Very cool.
most places are always looking for volunteers to do it. I belong to the Buckeye Trail Association, and we're always looking for volunteers to help. I worked work camp this last year. I'm working full-time right now, so I can't do that, but I would like to do it in the summer and help, and maybe I can do some up here as well. All right, onward and upward. Oh, uphill.
Good thing you have your trekking poles.
That's right. So much easier with trekking poles. Don't leave home without them. So we just came into this little stand of trees, and we got all of these ferns here. We kind of feel like we're in Narnia or something. Yeah, right. So, but beautiful ferns. And it just goes for a long ways. This is a huge area. So, very nice. So we are at point O on the Fred Cusimano Trail, and so we're going to OPQ. So we got P to go and then Q to go. I think this is the longer section right here. I think this is about O to P, I think is like mile and 2/10 or something, and then I think the next one is like 0.88 or 0.63 or something like that. So we're not too far, don't have too much farther to go. Beautiful morning so far. Just enough sun to make it pretty, but just enough clouds to keep it cool, which we like. And I don't know what this road is because I don't have my map with me. Glad the trail is marked well, because otherwise we wouldn't know where we're going because we left our map in the car. But I think I've got a map here on my smartphone, so I think it'd still be okay. And I think I have service, so I could look it up if nothing else. Anyways, looking good. So check out my outfit. I got red shorts on and camo legs and my Skechers on. So there we go. Whoop. Yeah, okay, we're good. So boy, the leaves are pretty just looking at it like this. Lots of different colors, and they're really coming out really nice. If you notice, a lot of roots in this section of the trail. You're gonna have to keep your eyes a little more peeled to the ground here. One of the nice things about this trail is that you just kind of keep going through different kinds of ecotones in the forest here. Went just through a little hemlock grove there, and now we're up in some more of a climax type of forest, but it's kind of a young area. Guess we got a hole in the bridge up here. So again, you can see there's some of this needs replaced. One of the things is that the Cusimano Trail is partly funded by how many people use this. Part of my reason for putting this on YouTube is that we want to kind of advertise this. This is such a really nice trail. I don't know. My daughter and I were just commenting that, you know, if this was around Columbus, Ohio, a nice trail like this on a Saturday in October, there'd be scores of people out here that we would be meeting. We just can't hardly believe that we can walk this far. We've only seen, well, 3 people, but we've really only seen 1 actually on the trail hiking. So it's, I don't know if it's just that people don't know, or maybe people up here aren't as interested in hiking because maybe they hike all the time on their own farms or whatever. But I don't know, people from Jamestown and Erie, if you haven't been out on this trail, you need to get out on it. It's a great trail, especially if you're a backpacker. There's 2 campsites along it so that you could easily make this a 2-night trip and not have to walk very far. Again, you follow these blue blazes here. I kind of like that because I'm a member of the Buckeye Trail Association in Ohio, and we have blue blazes as well, so kind of makes me feel almost at home. Just follow the blue blazes. And as I said in my last video on this trail, the trail is very well marked. And so it's pretty easy to go. I left my map in the car. I'm not worried. It's so well marked. I don't believe that we'll have any problems getting lost. What? Yeah, right. We'll probably screw up and really get messed up now, so yeah. Knock on some wood. There you go. Okay, so we're what letter is this now? It doesn't say? Okay, so yeah, okay. So it was, I forget where we are. M N.
Yeah, it should be N, I would think.
No. That was we were
in N.
Well, we were at N to start with. N-O-P. Wasn't we at P? I think we were at O. So we're about halfway through O now, I think. And so we're come up to this little road, and it says we have to go this way on the trail. So I guess we're going to go along this road for a little bit, and then we'll turn right again, I think. And then we'll go down the trail, and that will take us to P, and then we just have a short little jaunt to Q where the parking lot is. So yeah, looks like they had some really serious trees down here, maybe across the road. It looks like they had to actually cut them off from around the road. So, wow. Oh, I don't know, maybe somebody's clearing out something down there. Maybe that's it. Anyways, they've been definitely doing some cutting. It's pine, so it's kind of soft wood. Some of it looks like other stuff, so yeah. Okay, so we just got to this part on the trail, and apparently they're doing logging here, and so they've closed this part of the trail down, which is a real bummer. So I guess we're gonna have to go along this road for a while. I don't know when we'll get back on or not. Just maybe lengthen it out a little bit too. So, oh well, that's what hiking's all about. Dealing with obstacles. So we found this little guy on the road, and he's hustling across. He's saying, I gotta get over in that shade. So we've come to the end of this road, and I don't know what the name of that road is because I'm on my map right now. And now we've come to a main road, and it says the trail is up this way. So we're gonna be going this direction, and eventually the trail will probably cross this road, and then we'll take a left, and we're almost, I would say once we get to the next part of this trail, we probably only have about 6 or 8 tenths of a mile to go. Well, you can see in the background, we've come from that road. We hiked down that hill and to the bottom, and now come up this one, and we have to go this direction a little bit farther. So we're adding some miles on. It feels like it's probably going to be about adding a mile to this hike for today, which isn't too bad. Hopefully we'll come to the trail here in a little bit. If you look up in the sky, I can't see them now. There's vultures circling. Seems like every time I go out with my girls, vultures show up. I don't know what that says, but anyways, at least these roads here are kind of like back roads, so we haven't hardly seen anybody driving on the roads. I think we've seen 3 trucks altogether. So coming from the south, this is the signage that you see, which is a lot better than the other part. They actually have it trail closed, and then they have a little map showing you how the trail is going to be rerouted. So that's a little bit nicer. We were a little worried on the other end how far this was going to go, but it wasn't too bad at all. So we're heading this way now, and we're on the last section. The next section should be the parking lot at Q. So this is section P right there, and so should be a fun little jaunt the rest of the way. We started at L. L.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we started at L.
Destination, this is
Q. Yeah. So we just finished up for the day. We're at site Q, and our car is here. My wife and my mother-in-law are here to pick us up. So I had a nice little delightful trip on the Fred Cusimano Trail. I hope if you ever have a chance to hike this section, these sections, hope you can do it.
Yep, we know who the true nature guru is because he's like, oh, that's hemlock. And I'm like, oh, I know that. That's from the Hunger Games.
All right. Well, I'm not sure this is going to take very much more because we're almost out of batteries. So we'll catch you on another one. Remember, if we can do this, you can do it too.